wonderful soul, Alice here. Welcome to day 26 of this Veda series. And if you're new here and you've never heard of Veda, Veda stands for Vlog Every Day in the month of April or Vlog Every Day in the month of August. And for this Veda, I'm doing 30 days of self-love. The intention is to spread more love and positive vibes out into the world in this time of uncertainty. Alright, without further ado, let's dive into today's topic. Have you ever had those times where a close friend, a family member, or someone around you reached out to you to ask for a favor, for your help, and you said yes, but after a while you noticed that you're always giving, and these people, they're always taking, and this whole thing turns into this vicious black hole-like relationship, this black hole that constantly sucks the life force out of you and just drains your energy, and you often end up in this low vibe state. Today, I want to talk about the importance of setting boundaries without feeling guilty. First things first, why do you feel drained in these kind of black hole relationships? For energy to flow freely, there must be a healthy back and forth, in and out. When you give, you must receive energy in return for you to maintain your own well-being. When you just give out energy and not get anything in return, that's not healthy. And I'll give you two real-life examples. You've probably heard of the first example, the oxygen mask. We all know when the pressure drops inside an airplane cabin, the oxygen masks come out of the ceiling. And if you're traveling with a kid, they always say the adult needs to put on the oxygen mask first before assisting his or her child with the oxygen mask. Why is that? You must save yourselves before you save others. If you don't save yourself, how are you gonna be able to effectively help others? Example number 2. Say you're in high school and a friend comes and asks you, "Hey, can I have a piece of gum?" You're like, "Sure, here you go." And the next day, she comes again to ask for another piece of gum. And before you know it, every one of your classmates is reaching out to you to ask for a piece of gum, and you run out of gum and probably end up with a really bad breath that's not very pleasant. So you have to go to the store, commute to the store, to spend money, which is another form of energy, to buy some gum again. And I want to take a closer look at the giving side and the taking side of this relationship. At first, you might think the giving end is always giving, so the taking end must be like taking advantage and gaining something. But if you really look closely, you'll realize that this kind of relationship is bad for both sides. It doesn't benefit either side. If you're on the giving end, know that you're the one that has to be responsible for your own well-being. And giving at the expense of your own well-being is never a wise thing to do. As a matter of fact, that's called being irresponsible. Because when you're giving and allowing people to just take from you, you're actually training people to treat you that way. You're training people to take instead of earn. If you're training people to take instead of earn, are you really helping them? Sometimes you really gotta sit down and ask yourself, are you doing this for them or for yourself? It might be a hard pill to swallow, but sometimes you just gotta ask yourself this question. Are you helping people, giving them energy and value because you believe what you do will benefit their growth? Or are you doing this because you're saying to yourself, "Oh, I'm such a kind person, I'm so generous, I'm helping all these people all the time"? Are you doing this so you can feel good about yourself, so you can feel like a good person. And some people go even a bit further and subconsciously feed what's called a victim mentality. They tell themselves, oh, I'm such a victim. People are always picking on me. They're always taking advantage of me. There's nothing I can do. There's like so many obstacles, and it's all their fault. Like, not taking responsibility for your own life and giving away the power. That's a very dangerous thing. Now let's take a look at the taking end. When people take, they get used to being handed the answers, the resources. So they start to take things for granted. And in these black hole relationships, they don't get the chance to learn how to be resourceful, how to earn through giving value to others. And I often tell people this: when you don't pay, you don't pay attention. And by pay, I'm not just talking about money. Monetary value is just one form of value. That's the gist of what goes on the giving end and the taking end of this black hole-like relationship. Relationships where people feel drained are never healthy. That's why it's so important for us to learn how to set boundaries. Now, you might be thinking, yeah, I know I gotta set boundaries, but how? Well, the first step you can take is, with your own well-being in mind, decide where you want to draw that line. Like, when do you want to say no? Like, what will you absolutely not tolerate? After you decide on where you want to draw that line, learn to express yourself and let people know about that line. And by expressing yourself, I'm not talking about complaining or ranting like, you're crossing my line, scoot over, like scoot back. No. I'm talking about like just communicating. This is what the situation makes me feel, and this is where I draw the line. Make it clear. Let people understand that. And I can give you a quick example. A couple of months ago, there was this guy who wanted to reach a certain goal, and he wanted me and a friend of mine to hold him accountable. But what happened was, every time I reached out to him, he never did what he said he was going to do. It was excuse after excuse after excuse, always something going on in the economy, government conspiracy theories, things like that. And sometimes we felt like maybe it's because he's in a low vibe state. That's why his focus is more towards the negative. So we jumped on calls with him to help raise his vibration. And after those calls, he would always say, I'm super pumped up, I'm excited, I will commit to this. But still, he never did what he said he was going to do. And things got worse. He started to send me clip after clip after clip of the bad things going on in his country. For example, like riots and fires, things like that. And I knew I had to draw the line. So I said, no, this has to stop. This is not benefiting you in any type of way. We want you to succeed in life. We want the best for you, but we can't make that committed decision for you. We can't commit to your life for you. You've got to decide where you want to put your focus and whether or not you're going to commit to taking action. Do what you say you're going to do. And yeah, so we decided that it's best if we let this person go, because we need to take care of our own well-being so we can help people that are willing to not just be helped but also help themselves. My main message in this video is love yourself enough to take care and guard your own well-being. Don't give at the expense of your own well-being. That's never a healthy situation. And learn how to draw the line, where you want to draw the line, when do you want to say no, and what are some of the things that you will not tolerate, and learn how to communicate it. Like communicating where you draw the line, that is an art. Have you ever been in those black hole relationships and like What do you plan to do differently from now on? Or if you have any tips on how to draw the line, how to say no, how to love yourself enough to set boundaries, let me know in the comments. Alright, I hope you liked this video. If you resonated with what I just talked about, please give me a like, a thumbs up, subscribe, hit that bell button, and I will see you tomorrow with another video on self-love. Talk soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.